Alright. Welcome back to the next part of the Let's Play Final Fantasy XII playthrough. Well, in my last video I was fighting a bunch of skull defenders and skeletons, but I just got finished destroying them all off screen. Also, I've had a little camera issue, so that's why I haven't been recording as of much. And as soon as I get the camera back on, I get hit with a bone toss. Lovely. Anyway, also, in my other video, my characters ended up luckily finding a, let's go on ahead and go to Bwagi. My characters lucked up and found Loxley Bow. I had to restart that save file because of the fact that my old camera broke, and with it the memory that had was deleted and stuff like that. Well, we're gonna go on ahead and go to Bwagi, and unfortunately Fran does not have that very Loxley Bow. Instead, I had to play through the whole game all over again and buy her an Avis killer. And we haven't lucked up and find a Loxley Bow on the way here. But that doesn't matter because now we're going to go and face Bwagi. Oh, excuse me. So let's get that out of the way now. Yeah, in my other video, well, I did record it, the fact that I beat Bwagi and got out of Pajurba, but like I said, all that memory was erased along with my camera malfunctioning.
What's that?
It's nethicite, manufactured nethicite.
Nethicite?
Unlike regular magicite, nethicite absorbs magical energy. This is the fruit of research into the manufacture of nethicite. All at the hand of the Dracula laboratory. So this is where they're getting the magicite.
Errand all attended to, then?
Thank you. I'll repay you shortly.
No, you'll repay us now. We have too much on our hands to go on holding yours. So, where did you hear this fairy tale about nethicite? And where did you get that sample you carry? What do you know about the Dracula laboratories? Tell me, who are you? More fear?
You get us waiting back here.
Oh no, here they are.
We missed you. First the judge and now this boy. The whole affair has a smell of money about it. I may have to wet my beak a little.
Keep your snout in the trough where it belongs. This thinking ill befits you, Bwagi.
Well, too long have I gone unpaid. I'll carve my bounty out of that boy.
Where's Penelo? We're taking her back.
The girl? Why keep the bait when you've landed the fish? We cut her loose on the way here and then off she ran dry like a babe.
Hey!
After them!
Lamont, you tell me, you done gone on ahead and pissed them off. Anyway, Bwagi has a seriously badass weapon.
We'll not be able to take them all. Fight who we must, leave the rest.
Oh, and one other thing. Here they come. Let's go on ahead and do a quickening on him. You're supposed to run from this fight, actually. But seeing as how running from this fight will only make things more difficult on the way out, I'd rather fight. Great, I I got an Inferno on him. Maybe that'll finish them all off. There was a treasure chest here. I thought I saw one. Oh well, just my imagination. Let's get on out of here. There it is. Uh-oh. Let's get on out of here. The only reason why I beat these guys, because pursuing Larsa would be so much easier. Especially with them, no, especially without them chasing you. Because all the enemies you fought on the way up here, they respawn. And not just that, a rare creature by the name of Ariel will come out of nowhere and attack you on the way back to the entrance to Luzu Mines. They won't really chase you far. They'll only chase you until, like, I don't know, the first part of the first shaft of the mines. That's as far as they'll go. Not just that. But when running from these guys, you better make sure your party's Gambits are off, and that you got your button on the, you got your hand on the flea button as hard as you can. Because fighting them straight up is tough. Bwagi does like 200-300 damage per hit, and not just that, you got the other three to worry about. Even though they've got the lower HP, they're still tough. Oh, and in some parts, or sometimes, I don't see it. And in some parts, a Slaven will appear that'll block your path. Matter of fact, that Slaven should be showing up right about this screen right here. There it is. Yeah, see, this is the reason why. It's not really a wise idea to activate running from Bwagi. Besides, you want to actually level up. That's what this game wants you to do. Level up before it gets to the point where it'll be too hard for you to level up. Ow! Attack him! God damn it, don't just stand there. There you go. Anyway, this area right here is where they'll stop chasing you. But Like I said, this game wants you to get stronger in many different ways. Because there's certain parts where you can't go back, or you can't leave, or there's also certain parts where it requires you to be a certain level before you even come to this game. And yet, when people first play it, they're like, how do I do that? How do I like level grind and the creatures are too strong for me to grind? Well, these things are starting to get on my nerves. And there are ways to, I mean there are ways to actually do this. And the fact that Larsa abandoned me in the goddamn mine, even though he had a gun and a sword, he throws Nethicite in the Bwagaman's eye and runs. Clearly we could have taken them all on. Granted, we'd have had to use Larsa as a meat shield, but we'd have took them all on. Well, without a quickening, that is. But there is one thing about this fight that I forgot to mention. You can fight Bwagaman and his cronies a little later on in the game. So with that said, let's head on out.
I see you've been out walking without the company of your cortege, Lord Larsa. We caught her wandering out of the mines. You must take care with such undesirables about.
I was kidnapped.
Silence.
If it is a crime to wander on one's own, then I too am guilty. Marquis, I trust that your estate can accommodate another guest.
Why not?
Judge Keith, I shall heed your counsel. I will not travel unaccompanied any longer.
That was unexpected.
Thank you, Penelo.
Of course.
What's Penelo doing? And what's the deal with that Lamont? That's no Lamont. Larsa Ferina Solidor, fourth son to Emperor Granius and brother to Vayne.
What? That kid?
Do not worry. I believe he will treat her well.
Nobody knows men like Fran does.
Wow.
Our purposes lead the same way. To Ondor. We must find means to approach him.
The Marquis is channeling money to organizations opposing the Empire. We'll start there.
And with that said, I'm going to pause it and end this video. I'll see you in the next part, because the next part, well, it's everyone's favorite mission.